Hey friends, you've probably seen scrollable banners like this all over e-commerce, especially on Shopify. They're a great way to highlight seasonal promos, campaigns, and generally just promote different images that either you get from vendors or you create yourself. Now, in themes like Horizon and Dawn, unfortunately, through a little bit of trickery, you could only really add static images, and there's no real way to add rotating images inside those themes. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can add this section to any Shopify theme, so not necessarily just Dawn or Horizon, in just a matter of clicks. Full transparency is that the section that I just showed you that you can add to your theme is part of a wider theme library called Flexi theme library. It's my own professional library that I upkeep and maintain and make sure that it's up to all the different professional standards with inside of Shopify. Tons of agencies, freelancers, and in-house marketing people use this library to build Shopify sites. It's the go-to place for anyone looking to add professional sections, not AI slop, but proper, beautiful sections to any theme. Now, considering I used to charge anywhere upwards of $1,000 per section, it's honestly a steal. And for $35 a month, you could download the section and you don't need to keep that subscription. You only need to resubscribe if you are looking to use updates or add more sections to your theme. So without further ado, let's jump in back to the video. Now, once you have the app installed, you want to navigate over to your theme library, and then you can select the theme that you're working on. So I created a theme called Horizon September 5th. And so make sure you select your theme and then scroll down over to featured, not featured, full width image. This one right over here. I'm just going to hit add section. Once the section is installed, you'll want to go over into your online store and then choose the theme that you added the section to. So in my case, it's Horizon September 5th. Once you're in the theme editor, you can go over to add section, and then you'll want to scroll down until you see Flexi sections. Then you can select full width image here. Once that is selected, you'll notice that you have a basic image layout and you can drag and drop in your content. But at this point, you're probably wondering, how do we make it rotate? Well, if we go over to the left-hand side here, we see full width image. We'll want to add in a block right below that. Now we'll be able to see rotating images. We hit that there. We'll notice that we have our rotating image in, but we'll need to start to add our image blocks. And so I'm going to add in an image block underneath rotating images. So I'm going to hit add block and then image here. And then once that's added in, we want to adjust that to a 16:9 aspect ratio. So again, once I click on the image block, I can select that aspect ratio. And again, we're still not seeing any rotation, and that's because we need to add a few images in order to see that rotation. So I'm going to click that image and I'm going to just duplicate it a few times. So by clicking on the image, I can hit duplicate and duplicate. And now we'll notice that, well, it's kind of just a gradient image right now, but you'll notice that it's kind of flicking. And you'll notice on the left-hand side here again, under full width image, that we have these two now layouts. We have a layout for rotating images and just a layout for image. We'll want to just delete this image layout here because we'll notice that we have two layouts on top of each other. And now we'll just have the one rotating image layout. Great. Now the next step is to add in content to these blocks. So if I click on this first image, I'll be able to select some content. So I'm going to select this content in here. And you can also select mobile content as well too. And so if you select a mobile image, you'll be able to adjust the aspect ratio for that. Because we'll notice on mobile that right now our really wide image just scales down into a square. But if we want to add in our own, mobile image and even make it separate from the main image, we could do that too. Sometimes people like to have a promo that's really wide on desktop, but on mobile, they want to have it look completely different, or they want to have a different image. So long story short, you can have a different image for desktop and also a different image for mobile. Now I'm going to just add in another image into the other blocks here. So I'm selecting my next block and I'm adding in an image, and I'm going down one more block and I'm adding in my last image here. I'm going to hit done, and you'll notice that perfect. It's actually working great. And even on desktop, it's working great. Now, a few settings that you might want to take note of is sometimes you'll want to remove these arrows here. If we click on our layout, what we're able to do is open up arrow settings, and then in arrow settings, what we can do is go down to arrow visibility on and set that to no screens. Additionally, we notice that we have a lot of padding above and below the image, and we might want to remove that. On the section, so the highest level up here, if we click on that, we're able to bring these sliders all the way down, and now we have no padding. Now, the last thing that I want to show you is sometimes we want a full width image, but with a little bit of padding on the left and right, because it can take up, on a really wide screen, it can get a little bit insane. If that's the case, on our section over here, so the full width image, if we click on that, what we're able to do is adjust the width. Instead of full, we can put in fixed. And so right now this is 1080 pixels, but we could also select 1440 pixels or whatever you'd like the width to be. And once that's selected, you will notice that the image scales to that 1440 pixels. But there you have it. This is how you can add in rotating images into Shopify using the Flexi theme library. If you're interested in learning more about how to add certain sections or how to use the theme customizer in Shopify, that's completely what my channel is about. So feel free to subscribe to get more videos in the future about how to become a master inside the Shopify theme customizer. Anyways, take care, friends.